good Monday morning, everybody. It is Morning Gospel Coffee. It's Monday, the 20th of April. Can you believe it? Time flying by, despite it all. Our gospel today is from John chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. And we're going to hear this again tomorrow. I believe we'll continue this scene with Nicodemus. It's a wonderful scene early on in John's gospel where Jesus kind of lays out his teaching. Now, kind of understand the challenge of this. Understand in John's gospel, he presents really a series of images, symbols. Whenever there's light, there means there's understanding and faith. Whenever there's darkness, there's not. There's a setup. It's a kind of a dualistic setup, but there's the conflict, for lack of a better word, but difference between that from which is above and that which is below. It's a couple of things. So we see this all in here in this gospel passage. It says Nicodemus is coming in the night, meaning he doesn't believe. But he's not a bad person. He wants to believe, but it's clear that he doesn't know what he wants to know. He's asking the wrong questions, and he's going at this in a very literal way. And Jesus is talking to him in highly symbolic language. He's talking about that we're called to live our life from above. Think back, I know I'm preaching a little bit, but think back to the original the Genesis and the original conflict. God presents to humanity a choice. Follow my way or not. Follow the worldly wisdom, which is symbolized by the snake. Of course, the people choose the worldly wisdom. Jesus, again, is continuing that. He says, there is a wisdom here for us. It comes from above. And we who follow it are free, hence the kingdom of heaven, to live here on earth. Of course, Nicodemus doesn't get this. But that same thing is for us. And the challenge for us, the challenge for me, is how am I going to live by every day? It's that choice. It's not just one choice made at my baptism 50-some years ago. It's a choice I make every day. How am I going to live? And when I look at my life and do those reflections, when I live life in the worldly way, more self-centered, egotistical, following my angers, living in my fears, and maintaining my sadness, life is not so much fun. It's boring. It's painful. But when I choose to forgive, when I choose to live for others and with others, when I choose to be generous, compassionate, that's when I find my life better. I'm at more peace with others. Now, it sounds a little self-serving as I'm saying that, but it's about creating the kingdom of heaven and earth, and it starts with each of us living the best ability. And so when I live that way, I find myself more calm, more tranquil, able to deal with the mess, the chaos, like, coronavirus in the morning or two annoying cats, wherever they're at. So I think that's a challenge for any of us, is what choices are we making and how we're going to live? Are we letting ourselves be born from above, or are we living on that lower plane, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So pay attention to your choices today. Journal them out. Even if you're at home self-quarantined, pay attention. Okay, guys, enjoy the day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.